still hear your voice in the quiet of the night, a shadow in the silence, a memory in the light. You held this guitar, your fingers made it sing, and I was just a child believing in everything. But the road took you faster than I could say goodbye. Now I'm left with questions that only echo why. The string sat unplayed, the dust covered the sound, but your dream kept calling. It's what I finally found. So I'll sing the song you left behind, every word, every note is yours, not mine. Though my voice shakes, though my heart breaks, tonight you're alive in every line. This is the song you left behind. Well, I remember the laughter, the nights we shared our dreams. You said one day the world would know what music means. But fate was unkind, it stole your chance away, and left me standing here with the things I couldn't say. And now the stage is glowing where your light should be, but I'll carry your melody so the world can see. I was never the singer, but tonight I'll try to give your voice wings, to let your spirit fly. I'll sing the song you left behind, every word, every note is yours, not mine. Though my voice shakes, though my heart breaks, tonight you're alive in every line. This is the song you left behind. And when the silence falls, I'll hear you near. Every tear I cry makes your memory clear. The world may not have heard you, but I swear they will tonight. Your song is burning in me, it's the everlasting light. So I'll sing the song you left behind, every heartbeat whispers you're still alive. Though the years pass, though the pain stays, love never fades, it only finds its way. This is the song you left behind.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ethan Walker. I'm 27 years old, and tonight is not just about me. It's about someone who couldn't be here. When I was a kid growing up in Oregon, my world revolved around my older brother, James. He was the star of our family, the one who sang at school, at church, and even in the living room when no one asked. He had this gift, this voice that could turn a simple lullaby into something unforgettable. Every single night before bed, he would take his old wooden guitar, the very one I'm holding right now, sit at the edge of my bed, and sing me to sleep. Those nights were the safest I've ever felt in my life. I believed with all my heart that one day he'd be standing on a stage just like this, with the world cheering for him. But when James turned 18, everything changed in a moment. A car accident took him away from us. I was just 11 years old. And suddenly, the music that filled our home every night disappeared. That guitar sat in the corner of our room for years, collecting dust. I couldn't touch it. I couldn't even look at it, because every string, every note reminded me of the silence that followed when his voice was gone. For a long time, I told myself I wasn't meant to sing. That was James's dream, not mine. But as I grew older, I realized that silence was heavier than any fear. I realized that if I never tried, then his music, his dream, would stay buried forever. So tonight, I'm not here to prove that I'm the best singer. I'm not here for fame. I'm here because of the promise I made to him years ago. The promise whispered to the stars when I missed him the most, that someday I'd carry his voice back into the world. So if my hands shake, if my voice cracks, if my heart breaks in front of you all, just know that every single note belongs to James. Tonight I'm singing the song my brother never got to sing.
Ethan, I don't even know where to start. I've sat in this chair for many, many years, and I've heard thousands of singers, thousands of stories, but what you just did was different. It wasn't just a performance, it wasn't just a song, it was a conversation between you and someone who isn't here anymore, and somehow all of us in this room got to listen in. The way you stood there, holding that guitar, the way your voice shook, but you kept going, it wasn't about perfection, it was about honesty. And honesty is something you cannot fake on a stage like this. Every word you sang felt like it had weight, like it came from the deepest part of you. It felt like we could almost see James standing behind you, smiling, hearing his dream being carried forward. I think sometimes people get so caught up in technique, in hitting the perfect notes, in looking flawless, but music isn't about that. Music is about truth. And you, tonight, gave us the truest performance we could ever ask for. You didn't just sing for your brother, you made every single person watching remember someone they've lost, someone they still carry in their hearts. That's why people are crying, that's why I'm moved, because you reminded us that grief and love can exist together and that music is the bridge between them. Ethan, your brother would be so proud of you. Proud that you found the courage to stand here. Proud that you shared his dream with millions. You turned pain into beauty, silence into song. And I'll say this wasn't just one of the most emotional auditions we've seen this season, it was one of the most important. Because it reminded us why we love this show, why we love music, and why we never forget the ones we love. Thank you for trusting us with your story. Thank you for giving us James tonight.